I'm sure that at this point in time, we are all aware of what's happening in America. You know, the riots, the protests, the looting, all in response to George Floyd. Rest in peace. Most of us see the same way, like all our opinions and such lah. But apparently not for Samantha. Now Samantha has other things in mind, which she has made public via her Insta stories. So today we'll be analyzing those Insta stories together. Now if you don't know who Samantha is a self-proclaimed public figure who boasts over 100,000 followers on Instagram. She's also, according to sources, was a part of Miss Universe Malaysia. So let's analyze all these IG stories together. We start off with her statement, which got a lot of people riled up, and I'll try to read it in the way that she intended to write lah. So, I don't live in America, it has nothing to do with me, but to me, it seems like the whites won. Because if you're angry, you respond in rage and anguish. That means it has power over you. They have power over you. Foolish humans. So, what she's trying to say at the first passage is that she's made it clear that she doesn't live in America, and it has nothing to do with her. So basically, you don't experience these things, this type of racism at these levels because you don't live in America, so you wouldn't know. And then she proceeds to say, but to her, it seems like the whites won. Well, no shit, man. They have won for a long time. They've won a long time ago when they made the black community their slaves before, but not sure now. But then with recent cases involving the black community being oppressed, so we can still say that to this day racism still exists, but not a lot of people are saying much about it, especially not from the white community. And then she says that if you are angry, you respond in rage and anguish. Wow, very good insight. If I'm angry, I respond angrily. Very good insight from Samantha of Miss Universe Malaysia. That's an A+ to you, madam. She tries to make up an excuse that it's not about the riot, and she says it here. I don't mean the riot, I mean everyone else who has nothing to do with it, but so busybody. Most people mindlessly follow what the masses do, creating unnecessary anguish. Monkey see, monkey do. Whoa. I don't think you should be using this terminology since we're talking about the black community and racism. So this is already giving you a bad light, and if people see it in this way, you're gonna get shit on real bad. And then someone actually responded in her DMs. They do, that's why people have to fight to be heard. How else to respond to injustice if not with rage and anguish, looking at how bad everything is going on right now. And then she responds with, fighting never solves anything. So what are we supposed to do? So as a person from the black community, I'm supposed to take shots in the head and just take it as it is. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Well, according to her it is. Am I happy? Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy because it's spring. I'm happy because people are having babies. I'm happy for a million reasons. I don't know if her head is in the right place, because she's slowly deteriorating into something like a crazy woman lah. She proceeds to say, am I sad? Yes, I'm sad because every 45 seconds a child is dying needlessly from hunger. So this one I don't think I want to read it, because she's like trying to shed light on another problem, trying to foreshadow the fact that she mindlessly just said that black people should calm down. And then this was a message to the black people. To the black people, relax, take it as a challenge, makes you stronger. You choose to be born as a colored person in America for a reason, to learn a certain lesson, accept it as it is. Till now, hunger and poverty still exist. It is what it is, it's inevitable. Best you can do is remain calm, protect heart, don't allow it to crumble. That's a responsibility. Of course, this is to the ones who understand this level and state of mind, not for everyone. Everyone grows at a different rate. Well, first of all, telling black people to relax when it has been years of torment and years of oppression, it's like telling your girlfriend to calm down when she's already at the peak of breaking down and breaking you. She says that it's your choice to be born as a colored person. No, it's not. I definitely did not choose to be born 5'1". As soon as you were born, you came out of the womb. That's it, man. You don't get to choose your parents. You don't get to mix and match basically which parents you want. Oh, I want Chinese dad with Malay mom. I want Chinese mom with Indian dad. No one is going around doing that. No. As I said before, let's say if you've been poor for basically a long time, and you want to do certain things to get you out of that poor situation, like maybe get a job, but then you are also faced with like certain people who try to put you down. Would you want to stay quiet and just take punches? No, man. You want to get out there as soon as possible and find other opportunities. But here's the problem: the black community rarely gets opportunities as equal to the white community, and that's the problem now. But you are just saying like, oh, it's nothing, you should just relax. No, man, people are entitled to get mad at certain things. That it is what it is. Keep in mind that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of those girls who go to star signs for relationship advice, which is utter bullshit. Because if you think that your star sign tells you that you are destined with this type of star sign, then you are clearly living in a fantasy, basically. I don't understand why Malaysians are so super bothered by it. Bro, we all okay only until now. We doing just fine. Stop watching Netflix, please. First of all, we are all not fine. And as someone who's from Sabah, I also feel as if we've been the subject of oppression by our Semenanjung peers because of the way we live. You know, they tell us that we live in trees, so that is also basically racism in Malaysia. But no, you are very entitled because you have what, four race. Memang rojak lah kau. And then she tells us to stop watching Netflix. First of all, I don't even watch Netflix. I don't have money to watch Netflix, unlike you. And I am not as entitled to watching Netflix, unlike you. And also, don't you think that it's important if Netflix are showcasing these kinds of things to the world? I think that it's important that certain media use their influences to shed light on certain situations like this lah. For example, like racism in America. So you telling us to stop watching Netflix is basically saying stop spreading awareness to these things. Stop enlightening yourself on these type of things, which is stupid basically. Someone also asked her because she invited people to question her sanity. I don't quite get this, Paul Samantha, but what do you mean by choose to be born as colored? Like our souls choose this life, this country, this race, this human form specifically for a reason. I always wonder why I'm born Malaysia as a white girl, white Chinese mom, and Indian grandparents and Brazilian dad. but I choose this all for a reason. As a soul. No, you don't. You are just entitled and you are lucky enough to get 4 types of condiments on your rojak. And surprisingly being white is one of the condiments in your rojak. So you're white, you wouldn't get why the black community is oppressed because you're white. You will have one out of a million supporters lah, basically simps. It's kinda surreal how your message was more on how rioting and dealing with problems with anger isn't the way, and everyone has now basically gone into a semi-bashing spree, sending you love. This is just another guy trying to get into her pants. I don't know if it's a guy or girl, whatever. Haha, insane, right? See, the root of the problem never was racism. It was just a way to express their inner unhealed part, a chance for them to let out whatever it is that was never about racism to begin with. Everything comes from a hurt inner child. Basically saying that some people have come out in these riots saying that, oh, this is never about racism, this is because of how I was brought up as a kid, which is bullshit, because I have never seen anyone so far who came out and say, oh, I'm not in here for the racism, I'm actually here just to spread awareness because of how I was treated as a child. Really, I really hate people like this. Spread positivity, I don't know, whatever lah, spread positivity. Not everything is about positivity, you know. So bottom line is, we can only hope the best for the black community in America, and shedding light on the subject matter, even if it's not our business, as per Samantha, will certainly help raise awareness that this thing exists, like racism does exist in the modern day. And besides that, what I learned today is that beauty does not really equal brains. Yeah, peace.
Just bounce to this.